is Kuldeep Singh, and guys, today we are going to talk about the topic modules in Node.js. So, what is a module in Node.js? So, guys, it is simple. When we say a module, it is considered as a JavaScript library. It is a set of functions that you want to include in your applications, right? So, guys, sometimes we need to create some sort of function that comes under a single thing. So we create a file and store all the function in that separate file, and that file can be named as a module for my application. So guys, basically Node.js has a set of built-in modules which you can use without any further installation. Guys, you can see that is written as further installation. It means some modules has to be installed by some external libraries, right? So basically the modules that are already installed that you can get without installation, guys, that is FS module, HTTP module, URL module, and there are a lot of other modules that you can use without installing them, right? So some modules that you need to install by some external resources are something like body parser. So guys, you might be surprised what is body parser. Don't worry, we will teach you body parser as well. You might be surprised with express. You might learn about express session, right? So there are so many modules that you need to use for something, right? So guys, basically there are three types of modules. The very first is core modules, second one is local modules, and third one is third party modules, right? So make sure guys, when someone asks you what are modules in Node, just make sure that you give the answer like this. There are three type of modules: the core modules, local modules, and the third party modules, right? So when we talk about core modules, I'm talking about something core. So guys, core means something that is already given to us, right? The core modules includes minimum functionalities of the Node.js. These core modules are compiled into its binary distribution, right? So guys, something that we need actually have, that is HTTP that I've mentioned over here. One is URL, one is FS, right? And guys, we have path, we have util module. We can use them as a core modules in the Node.js. The another one, guys, we have something that is local modules. So guys, when we talk about local modules, what it means to us? The local modules. So guys, when I say a word local, local means that is local to me, not to everyone, right? So whenever I need to declare some functionalities by my own, right? So by my own, if I need to declare something by my own, then guys, I can say it is a local module, right? That is created locally in your Node.js applications. These modules include different functionalities of your own application in separate files and folders, right? You can also package it and distribute it via something known as npm. And don't worry guys, what is npm? We will teach you. Guys, I will teach you how we can create our local modules. Don't worry about that thing. Now the last thing, guys, when we say there are three type of modules, the last module says that is the third party modules. So guys, when I say about third party, right, so it means someone is going to use, right, third party modules. Something, guys, when we actually have some modules that is coming outside, right, and that is created by someone and people are going to use that module, that is something known as the third party modules. So guys, that is one of the third party module: body parser, express, and express session. And there are loads other, guys, that we can use while doing our application work, right? Now let's see how to create a module, how to use the local module, or we can say core module, and the third party module. So let's do some hands on these things, guys. I hope so you people want this thing. Let's start. So guys, here's the first example in front of you. You can see we have a simple module. The very first thing, guys, I'm mentioning with the variable, and the variable is a URL, and this URL is having something required, or we can say include in the C language or C++. In Java, guys, we use import word. So in Node.js, guys, we are going to use the word that is require. Require means that I need a module that is URL. So guys, make sure that you always write the module name in the single or alternative comma so that it comes to know about the module we need to use. So guys, most probably some people use this modules with the same name, with the variable name, right? So this where URL is means that including this module to my variable URL. Now this URL has all the thing that is written inside the URL module. So guys, now we have a where address at ADR that actually is going to store the whole thing. So guys, the URL module used for the address, right? So web address. So whatever it is there in the web address, it will be stored in the variable ADR. In the variable ADR, it is a whole thing. We can say that is the local host 8080, right? That is the our server, and URL module.html is the file that we are going to access, and the string, guys, it is something known as the query string, or we can say the parameters passed in the get method. So guys, we are getting a year with the value 2020, and I'm getting a month that is September right now. So this var queue is going to get some value. So I'm writing url.parse. Why URL? Because this URL module is being stored in the variable URL. So url.parse ADR and true. So guys, I will show you example without true as well. So ADR true, it means I'm going to parse the URL from this whole address, right? From this web address, I'm going to parse the URL. So I'm simply writing parse ADR. Now guys, when I say parse, it gives us the information in the parse. So this queue will hold some sort of data. Now I'm just trying to print the data. So I'm writing console.log. We all know, guys, to print something on the console, we use the method console.log. So q.host. So guys, q.host is very simple and clear. I'm talking about the host. Who is the host of the web address? So I can see that is a local host 8080. So it will return me the local host 8080. That is the host of my server, right? Next, we are printing the path name. Path name is simply the file that we are going to use. So guys, the path name is /url module.html. So this is the path in the server. Next, we are writing search. Search means the query string. So guys, it is simply saying with a question mark. You can see guys, that is a question mark including with the search. So after the file name, whether some content is there, that content is known as a search, right? So this is a search for the content. Next, guys, now the search contains two things. One is year with the value 2020. The second is month with the value September. Now this q data is equals to q.query. So q.search is something like this, and q.query will give you answer as an object. So it will return an object. So guys, we all know what is an object. That object always include with something a curly bracket opening and a curly bracket closing. And guys, inside the object we can say there are two things. One is key with the key name year and the value 2020, with the key month and the value September. So guys, we can simply see in this query, q.query, we are going to get an object, right? And this object is going to store in the variable q data. Now using the q data, guys, I can print the month, even I can print the year. So guys, I can simply write year. So it will print 2020 with me, right? So I will get 2020. So let's run this file, guys, whether it actually executes or not. So opening the terminal, moving to the folder where the file is stored. So in the desktop, guys, we have node tutorial. So I'm writing node tutorial. That's simply okay. This mistake. So let me see where actually we have without small t. So that is cd node tutorials, right? Now in the tutorial, guys, we have the assignment 1.js file. So we need to write node assignment, right? So guys, if you are using a MacBook, you can simply write assignment 1.js, right? So let's see, is there any error, guys? No, the answer is something localhost 8080. I told you guys that is localhost 8080. Second is your module.html. Third is the search, right? This is, and last is September, that is the month, and 2020 is the year, right? So we are getting all the values very clearly. So guys, that is simple and clear, right? Now if I don't pass this true, what happens if I don't pass this true, right? So just see, if I don't pass this true, I get the answer like this. There is undefined. Why get undefined? It means if I don't pass this value true, it gives me answer that is undefined. So for the query, so guys, for the query, if I need query, I need to pass something value as a true. So if you don't pass, guys, you can see the answer is undefined. If I pass it, you can see the answer very clearly. That is September and 2020. So if you need these values, you need to pass the true as a parameter with that, right? So guys, I hope so I made it very clear. Next guys, we have another module that is HTTP, that is very famous module. So guys, this module is used to create servers for handling the HTTP request, that, or we can say hypertext transfer protocol. So this is used for creating the server. Mostly guys, it is going to be used with creating the server or handling the requests. So let's see. Again guys, that where HTTP is our variable that is going to hold the module HTTP. Now it is going to create a server object. So guys, how we can create a server? It is very simple and sorted method, create server. It always says guys, create server. It telling you very clearly that I'm going to create a server. So create server, and guys, in this thing actually I'm passing function. Guys, I hope so you all know what is a function. A function that is anonymous without name, right? A function is an anonymous function. So function accepts two parameters. Guys, whenever we deal with something in the web, guys, we always give some request and we get some response from the server. So it is a request and response, two values has to be passed as a parameter, and this function is going to do something, that is res. Now guys, what is res? This res is a response. So res.write, I'm simply writing res.write. It means I want to write something, guys. Now it is not console.log, right? Make sure that console.log is going to write something on the terminal, and this res.write is going to write something on the web browser, where this is going to respond to the client. So it is going to be written on the web browser, because the client gets response in the web browser only. So that is res.write hello world. And guys, why I use this res.end, I will teach you. Right now I'm just cutting this from here, right? So if I cut it from there, guys, now just see, if I try to run the file with assignment 2, right? Just see, if I try to run the file with assignment 2, guys, now there's no error, right? I'm not getting anything, guys. I'm not expecting anything from it now. Just see, guys, the file is being executing, but it's not going to stop. Why? Because guys, right now I've created a server. So guys, for checking the server, where I need to go? I need to go to the web browser. So guys, I'm opening the Google Chrome, and what I need to write, guys, what I need to write. So guys, you can see it is being listened on the port number 8080. So I just need to write something. Let me teach you. Localhost, right? So guys, I need to write localhost and colon 8080. So when I write localhost 8080, guys, you can see it's being like a loop, right? So guys, why it is doing something like this? It will stay like this only. So guys, it's not going to stop anywhere. So whenever you see something like this, guys, make sure that you have to end the response as well, right? If I don't end the response, so I need to end the response so that user will get the response clearly, right? So if I don't end the response, guys, you will not get the answer, right? Now I need to stop this, right? Again, I need to execute the same. Guys, you can see say this is already in use. So listen, this thing saying the address is already in use. So guys, don't worry about this thing. It happens so many times when you actually close the or actually stop the file from executing. Sometimes guys, we need to use the control C. Now actually I print the control Z. So it says the port is already being used. So guys, it doesn't matter to me. I can simply change the port from something 8080 to 80 something, whatever I need. So I'm writing 8082. So that is my aim to use that port now. So if I execute the thing again, it will work fine. Now, but I need to write 8082. Well, if I write 8080, you can see I'm not going to get anything, right? So I need to write 8082 so I can get something hello world. So this is a simple scenario, guys. I'm printing hello world, right? So guys, you are getting hello world, that is very different, very right weird one. Now, guys, what I can do? So guys, I can print anything, like just try to print h1, guys. That is a h1 is the heading tag. I hope that you know HTML. If you don't know, guys, don't worry about this thing. I will teach you slowly, right? Now rs.write, if I just check again, now I'm pressing Control C to stop the server. So guys, now if I execute this thing, this will not give me any error. Why? Because I've used Control C. What I have used? Control C. So if I try to execute the same thing, guys, now it will give me a hello world in the capital letter, or we can say bold, right? That is the heading one. So that is something, guys, my aim. Now if I need to create some sort of thing, like I want to create a form or want to write something in a paragraph, it is up to you, guys. You can create, you can write whatever you want, right? So let me teach you one more thing. Now guys, I want to put some more content, right? So let's write some paragraph. So I'm writing P, that is a paragraph tag, and P again, and I want to write this is going to be fun. right? Learning with you, Mr. KD, right? So if I write something like this, guys, just see. Guys, just see, I'm not getting anything. Why? Because guys, the server has to be stopped first, then again re-execute, right? So guys, make sure that if you write something, make sure that you again execute the server, or can again restart, or we can say start the server. Now I can see, guys, it is something. This is going to be fun learning with you. So guys, some people say, sir, we need to write some CSS. So guys, we can write CSS as well. So let's see, I want to make a style on this. So I'm writing style, and I want to color it. So I want to color with the color blue, right? So I'm writing color blue. So will it work for me? Guys, we all know it's not going to work. Why? Because I need to restart the server. Let's restart. Now guys, just see, I'm writing a response to the client. I'm getting an error. Why? Because guys, make sure if you're writing something in singularity commas, you never write something in the same manner. So guys, it will think that this is a single string and this is some sort of value, and that is again a single string. So guys, that is a very simple and sorted one, but I'm getting error. So make sure that you write something like this, now there is no error in the file. So guys, make sure that some small things can make your code go weird. So guys, now I can see it is in the blue color, right? So this is the use of HTTP module, and guys, I hope so that you are learning this very clearly without any doubt. So if you have any doubt, you can just comment it down. I will help you out, right? Now let's play some more things, guys. I want to make some more things. So guys, if I need to write in a single line, I can simply write response.end, and let's try to write some content in it, right? So I want to write this with something h2, and let's write with h2. This is end of response, right? So if you don't wish to write some much more, you can simply write like this and stop it, right? And just again execute. So guys, I'm not getting any error till now. So let's see. Guys, you can see if I write something like this, just see, if I write something like this, it prints as it is. Just see how it prints as it is. So in the response.end, if you write something, guys, you will get the content as it is printed on the screen. So what I need to do, so I need to write something like this, but it must use the h2 tag. The h2 tag must be known by the web browser, right? So right now, guys, I'm not getting something right. This Node.js HTTP module is not able to handle the request. It says that I cannot find it, right? So what I can do, sir? How can I make it possible so that it comes to know that I'm writing something? So guys, let's see what I can do. So I'm going to write one simple line, that is response dot write head. What I'm writing, write head. So I'm writing a head, right? So let's see, even write head method, guys, I need to pass two things. Let's see. Very first is the response from my side. It is 200. It means we found. And guys, I'm passing one thing, that is content type. Let's see, guys, what I need to do. Content and hyphen type. Content hyphen type. So if I write content hyphen type, I need to pass it as an object. So it has colon and with some value. So I'm writing text and slash HTML. I'm talking about that I'm actually passing an HTML data from here. So let's stop the server again and let's re-execute it, right? Now let's see, well, it works for me or not. So guys, when I write something like that, actually it works. So guys, sometimes if you get some error like this, so make sure that you write a simple function, that is response.writeHead, right? This write head will include something in the response. It says the content that I'm passing right now in the response is going to be handled as a text or HTML. That is the type of the HTML file, right? So guys, it is going to tell the browser that it is actually response in the HTML type. Please render it using the HTML parsers, right? So now if you write something in the response, it will be actually handled in the same manner that you want to, right? So if I write italic, that is I, and if I write something like this, so it will come to know that actually this I means italic. So again, we can see, guys. So this is some simple things. You can see there is in the italic format. So that was HTTP module. Now let's see another module, that is the FS module, guys. That's very interesting and the very famous module for the file systems. So now let's see, that is assignment 3.js. So guys, now I'm going to write something in front of you, that is fs equals to require fs. Guys, why I'm writing like this? Because we all need to learn, right? So I'm writing fs, and let's see. Guys, first of all, we will see whether it is an error or not. So I will simply stop the server and just check for the file. So again, guys, I'm not getting any error. It means there is a module with the name fs, right? So guys, this fs module is for the file systems, right? So I'm writing it for file system. So whenever you deal with files, guys, you need to write something like this. So let's create a file, right? I want to create a file. Now, guys, what is the way to create a file? Guys, how we can create a file? Let's see. Just think, guys, from your own things like I want to create a file in C++. Guys, we have function open, right? In guys Java, we have a actually file as a class. So in that thing, guys, we write something like this. Now I need to create a file. The way to create files. So let's see, guys. First of all, there's a function. So guys, we all know the fs.open. It is a method that we actually going to use. So I want to open a file, right? So let's see how we can do something like this. So I'm going to create a file with the fs.open. Now I want to create a file that is for the tutorial. So I'm writing node, right? Node.js.txt. So this is my file name, and guys, what I want to do actually, sir, I want to write the content. So that is the second parameter you need to pass. And sir, if there's an error, right? If there's an error or if the content is there, guys, make sure that you actually mention the function. But this function, whenever you actually go for the function, guys, make sure to actually pass the first parameter as error and second parameter is the content, right? So this is, guys, my way. Now this is the curly bracket like this, and this is a semicolon. Guys, if you feel this is the weird syntax, guys, don't worry, that is something, guys, right? Now I'm simply writing if error. Well, if there is error, you just need to print some error. So we can simply write console.log, right? So what error we are going to get? So we can simply pass error. As guys, I hope so the file will be created. So I'm just writing something, and I want to write something like console.log array file created. So let's see, guys, what I want to write in the file. So now I will not mention anything that I need to write some content in the file. So but let's see whether it works for me or not. Guys, ref file created. So where is the file? Let me see. Control O. Where the file name is node.js.txt. When I open the file, guys, so there's nothing content. There's no content in the file, right? So now, sir, what I need to do? So I need to write some content in the file. Because this open function will open a file for the write mode. So now what I need to know, I need to create a file. I need to write the content in the file. So guys, I have created the file with the name node.js.txt. Now let's see how I can write some content in that file. So I'm going to write content in that file. So guys, now again I'm going to use the fs file system. Now I will write fs dot not open. I will be writing something, a method that is write file. So in the write file, guys, so very first is the file which I want to write and the content which I want to write, right? So content which I want to write. So I want to write this is some content in the file of node.js.txt. So guys, if you get some error, you can simply see that is assignment for, right? So if you get some error, guys, you can simply write. So otherwise there's no error, so you can simply press hooray file created or content return. Simple as that. So let's see, guys, now what we get. So this is assignment 4 and quick answer for a content written in the file. So guys, unless or until I see the content, I won't say it is actually done. So let's see. So guys, when I open the file, I can see this is some content in the file of node.js.txt. So guys, that is very simple and certain manner how we can create a file in the node.js, right? So let's see now how we can read content of a file. So I'm going to create another file with the same thing, Control C and VS. So this is going to assignment 5, right? Now assignment 5 has to read some files, guys. Where I'm writing write file, just let it be like a read file. So let's see how we can read content from a file. So what I need to use, I need to use the read file method, right? In the read file, guys, I just need to simply specify something, and let's see. So if I write something a read file, so in this size I need to actually read. So what I'm going to get, I'm going to get either the content or either the error. So guys, over here I'm going to write content, right? So if you get error, just write error. Otherwise guys, what I need to write, I need to console.log the content. So let's see. So when I get content or when I get error, so let's see guys. Now if I write something console or like something like this, so it's going to assignment 5. Guys, you can see I'm getting something buffer, right? So if I write something like this guys, I'm getting the buffer. So that is going to make you weird, like what the answer I'm getting and what I was expecting. So guys, what I need some content in the simple manner. So guys, for this thing I am just simply writing content dot to string. So if I write just toString, guys, it's just a method. So let's see what happens when I write toString. So guys, when I write toString, it gives you answer in the manner actually it is being written, right? So guys, make sure that you use this toString method. It gives you answer in the same way that is written in the file, right? So this is something guys, we are actually getting the content of the file, how we can create file, how we can read file, right? Now guys, let me show you once again the assignment 4. But in the assignment 4, I want to change the content. Now I'm just removing the content. I want to write this is something actually new, right? I'm just simply this is something new. Let's see. So guys, I want to execute assignment 4 and I will execute assignment 5 to read the content, right? So guys, when I actually read, I'm getting the new content is being written and the previous content has been overwritten, right? So I need the previous as well. So how I can get the previous content as well? Guys, for that thing, what I need to do, sir? Guys, just simply change with the writeFile method with appendFile. So let's see, will it work for me or not? So this is something new and I want to change the content again. This is mostly new, right? This is mostly new. So let's see again. I want to execute assignment 4 first to write content and again I will read content. So this is something new. This is mostly new. So guys, I can see if I need to put the content at the end or we can say append content in the file, we need to use the function appendFile, right? Now guys, this is all about the file handling. I hope so I made it very clear. So guys, what we use, let's see. So guys, we use function that is readFile, we use function that is writeFile, we use function that is appendFile, right? So these are three methods guys, read, write, append, right? So if you need to move for another thing guys, we have actually used the function open to open a file for any mode, right? So you can open a file for any mode, right? So it is all totally up to you guys, but how you want to open. So that W stands for writing, right? So make sure that W stands for writing, and guys, if you need to use some more thing, you can go further. So guys, that is all about something our file handling, or we can say FS, that is file system in the Node.js. Guys, I hope so I made it very clear to all of you how we can use this thing, how we can create server, how we can handle the files. Now let's move ahead. Now I want to combine two things. I want to go with HTTP module and I want to use a file, right? Why I want to use a file, the very first question arises in our mind. So guys, now just see, if I have a file with the name just index.html, just see, I have a file with the name index.html and I have some sort of content like this is the home page, right? And this is something h1 tag, welcome to our website for learning, right? And of a website for learning Node.js. So if I need to wish to a website, let's say if I need to write this content in the HTML, or if I need to put that HTML into a HTTP response, guys, that is very difficult for me, right? I need to write response.write, response.write, response.write. So this will make me do a tough job and also the code will look weird. Now how I can do guys something, I want to actually log in with the form. So I'm writing form and simply in the form I need a label, and label has a for, that for is for username, and we can simply say enter username, right? Enter your name and simply I will enter your password, and we need input, so I will write input, right? So input type text. So this is something for the username, so I'm writing username and the ID has to be username. So guys, in this manner what I'm writing, I'm going to go for a login, right? So this is going to be a password, the username has to change the password, and the type has to be password, right? What I need input type, that is going to be submit. So, and this has to with the value, so I'm just writing a value that is going to be login. So guys, this is simple content. If I just check it out, it will look good, I hope so. Okay, there is something mistake from my side. I need to use br, I need to use br, I need to use br, I need to use br. Right now it will look, I hope so, not that pretty, but something good. Just right now I want to show this using the HTTP module. So guys, for me that is not easy task, right? So how I can just show this thing? I'm just going to create a new assignment file with the name assignment6. Assignment 6, right? Assignment6.js, simple. Now again, what I need, guys, I need to where HTTP equals to require HTTP, right? So this HTTP require HTTP. Now this HTTP dot create server. I hope you guys remember this thing. So HTTP server, I hope so dot listen has to be there. So I'm writing listen, and at the port, guys, I need to write 88, right? Something like this. Good. Now guys, you can simply see this, the create server needs a function. So I'm writing function, and in the simple manner, guys, I'm just writing something like this, like so. What I need request, and it response. So I'm just simply writing response dot write head, right? Remember, write head for the content type. So I need to pass by the first, write this, and I need to pass some content type, and it has to be something text dash html, right? Then I need to actually end the response. So I want to now, guys, where I need to use the file. So guys, how I can do something like this? Simply, guys, I will be doing some content. So I need to one thing, that is the fs module. So I'm just going to use fs, right? And what I need to use, so I need to actually use the file in between here. So I will be writing, how I need to fs dot open, no, so fs dot read file. So guys, the read file needs the very first thing, which file I want to read. So I want to read index.html, right? And guys, the second thing is the function that gives you either error or the error or the content, or we can simply say data. And guys, what I need to do, actually I need to write response.write, but if there is no error, so if I will say, I'm going to simply write error. So if there is error, I will simply say response dot actually end error, or I will simply write response dot or write. I will simply write what I need to write, data. So should I write data or should I write data or toString? I will see, right? So this is the end. So guys, whether it is end or this is the end, right? Simple as that. So let's see what happens now. I need to just simply open this file. I hope for the best, guys. So one more thing, guys, when I just need to listen the port, I just need to get some sort of thing whether actually it is working or not, right? So we can get something like this as well. So whether it works or not, we can simply check it out whether it is actually working or not working. So guys, I'm simply passing one more function over here. So let's see function, and simply like this. I'm just printing console, just a console.log, and just simply write server is running on port edit of the file. Just see, guys, simple. There's some error, guys, some people might get. So if I write something response.get, I've stopped the compile and again execute, you will see the data. Right now I'm getting the form very clearly, right? Everything is fine. So I'm just closing this thing, right? So the last thing, guys, if I write this thing at the end of this response.end like this, now it will work fine, right? So let me stop once again. So let me, so just see, everything is fine. I'm getting the icon as well. So this is home page. Welcome to our website for learning Node.js. This is our text, right? This is some content and very fine, right? So guys, make sure that you actually write this line in the same manner, because if you don't put it down in this file, it will give you an error, right? So this is the, guys, now I'm using the HTTP module. So guys, in the next thing, I will teach you how we can access the different files on the different routes, or we can say on different URLs of the file. So guys, that's all for today from my side. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.